Hi guys, so this is part two of creating data tables. I'm only making 10-minute snippets of videos. So the last thing we did was text wrapping. The next thing we need to do is bold. And bold is the same place in Google Sheets as it is in Google Docs. So right up here, you highlight what you want to bold and then you hit bold. So it comes in bold. I also want to bold column C, so I'm going to hit C and I'll hit bold. And that bolds. Next thing I want to do is center everything. So I'm going to click in the cell and drag it. And these are all the cells I want to center. And then I'm going to go over here and hit center. The last thing I want to do is put lines around them and make the boxes. And I describe it as the window pane. It's the borders. So I'm going to hit borders, hit all borders. And that is our data table. The last thing I want to show you is how to have the computer calculate averages. So I'm going to click in the cell I want the average number to appear, and I want it to appear in that box. And then I go over here to this funky E, it says functions, and hit average. So now the computer's saying, okay, you want me to find the average, but what values do you want me to average? So I'm going to click the 3 and hold it down and drag it all the way over to the 5. And when I release, in here it should say D4 to F4 because of how I have my data table. So I'm going to hit enter, and there's the average, and it says, do you want to autofill? And yes, I do. So hopefully your data table looks like mine. So we did part 2. Part 3, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the bottom, and we're going to change the sheet 1. We're going to hit the green arrow, and we're going to rename it. And this name is going to be light. So Light. Click out of it. We need to hit the plus arrow. And it's going to create a new sheet. And we're going to title this one. Rename it. We're going to title this one music. And then we're going to do the same thing with a data table on the back. So you're going to go through the same process, type in all the information, and then go in and bold and center and bold, center, text wrap, and draw in the lines. And then you'll also create a third one that's on the back of the sheet. What we're doing is we're practicing creating data tables because eventually you're going to have to create a data table for your science experiment, your water cycle experiment. So feel free to come back and watch these as many times as you need to.